What up, peeps? Welcome back to the flip side. I'm back inside the Flipmobile, headed home. I got the camera turned the right way so it's not just a black screen, but this is gonna be a long one, so just listen to it while you're driving or doing something. It is time for democracy to end. It has rotted to its core. It is no longer a functional or viable system in 2025. And yet somehow it's the best we got. But is it really? Or is it just another shit-ass system that we have to live with? Among others. Among worse. You want to know why I openly despise democracy? And if I ever run for a political office, which hopefully is not in the near future, I will be running as an authoritarian. And I do not like democracy because it is essentially mob rule, tyranny of the majority, tyranny of the idiots. Idiots electing idiots. And sometimes they're not idiots. They are just maniacal. They know that idiots will put them into positions of power and control. So they tell them all of this feel-good stuff. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this, and all the bad stuff's gonna go away. Yay! For instance, you can have people like Donald Trump, okay? I'm not a fan of him either. He's not even politically qualified. He has been a shitty business person his entire life. He is not even aware, because he's never had to deal with living middle class or poverty level, kind of poverty level. So he's not even qualified, and yet he can tell people all of this stuff that he's supposedly gonna do, and he gets elected. And because of people like Donald Trump, and this goes for any side, regardless of what is this person doing? What are you doing? Golly. Anyway, these fucking drivers are assholes. But anyway, you can have people not even qualified just cause the state of living, the standard of living, to plummet significantly. Because you have a tyranny of majority electing people that don't even know what the fuck they're doing, or they want to instill some kind of ideology that is just complete bullshit. We have to deal with that for fucking 4 years, sometimes 8 years. Fuck that shit. Seriously. Oh, because too many stupid people voted for some fucking idiot. We have to deal with that for 4 years. Fuck you. How about that? Fuck you. You're a fucking jackass. Anybody who thinks that somebody chasing a humongous amount of power is going to do anything for you is a piece of shit. What has changed for the good in the long run? Seriously. I don't want to hear any bullshit, okay? Realistically, the just amount of voting, right? Presidential, mayoral, governor, I don't know the word, for state government. What the fuck has led to long-term benefits for society that will literally cause society to irreversibly be better? I'm not trying to sound like a chud, like nothing ever happens, but seriously, nothing fucking happened. The state of living has been going down ever since the beginning. It was never good from the start. Before you had liberty and democracy in the West, you had totalitarianism. You had totalitarianism. You had monarchy. You had wars after wars after wars, and nothing changed. We went to the West, we conquered the West, and we still have wars. We still have governments that treat people like shit, that treat other countries like shit. We're still having our wealth siphoned from us. We're still being monitored and controlled to levels that are bringing the state of living down to points where it's dystopian. We are still being manipulated from the outside, right? And we are still being corrupted. We are still being fooled. We are still putting idiots in positions of power and control for 4, sometimes 8 years. Oh, so because idiots put people in power, we have to deal with their bullshit for 8 years? I'm just gonna say 8 years because that's the maximum. 8 years? Seriously. What? Are we serious right now? You can elect whatever fucking candidate you want, and things still don't seem to get better. We are still being... I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but seriously, democracy is over. Okay? We're supposed to be represented. We're supposed to be ruled justly and making changes, right? And no matter how much blame you put on one political side, there's always just as much blame from the other side. Because why the fuck are you letting one side fuck you up? Do something better. You're supposed to be figuring it out. You're supposed to be helping people. But instead, we can't get anything done because one side just wants to keep arguing with the other side. Fuck arguing. Just do it. Seriously. So we're supposed to have an election, right? That consists of campaigning and then debating. Debating is worthless. That is a worthless thing to do. You should never debate. It is a battle of articulation, because you could have 10 candidates on stage with 10 different solutions. There is only the solution to solve the best solution to solve the most important issues at hand. Oh, what is this fucker doing? Oh my fucking god. You are an asshole. Learn to drive. Fuck. Wow. Okay. Alright. I'm back. This person was in the middle of the fucking road. He, like, stopped. But, anyway, like, when you have to change lanes because this person he stopped making a turn and now he's in the other lane. What an idiot. But anyway, you could have 10 candidates on stage, 10 different solutions. None of them are good enough. But we have to elect the best one. The one that sounds better than the others, but still is a shitty ass solution. And nobody brings anything new to the table. It's been done before. Socialism, conservatism, liberalism, progressivism, I said conservatism, right-wing stuff. It's all been done before. What the fuck has changed? Seriously. We're still living in an era where the power structures treat us like shit. This fucking... almost said a very bad word. But, anyway. And then, of course, people campaigning are getting money from billionaire companies and are getting support from other countries, other people in positions of power. So it's almost rigged. It's almost rigged. If you have enough power and influence, you can manipulate any election you want. If you don't have enough money to do a good enough campaign, you are going to lose. So it's not even about who is better. It's about who has the most money. And this person with the most money is still an asshole. Is still just chasing power. Still an idiot who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Who wants to spread an ideology. And this is, I'm not fucking talking about the recent elections. Fuck the recent elections. 4 years of nonsense. It's all gonna go away after 4 years. But anyway, and then people that get elected sell out to other people. Our current administration, most of them who are about America, they are sellouts to Israel. Democrat and Republican. Sellouts to Israel. That should tell you how I feel about Israel. But, because I don't want to go too deep. But, sellouts to other countries, right? The last administration, we were giving all of our money to Ukraine. It doesn't matter who the fuck you elect. Your wealth is going to be siphoned to bullshit that you don't care about. That's not helping you. And then on top of that, I can't even. And then on top of that, you put people in positions of power, right? And now we have to deal with whatever they want to do. They have the power. Not even shit that we voted for. So someone can say, "Hey, here's this new thing I want to do. Let's get everybody who's also in positions of power to vote on it. And hey, if it passes, it's gonna happen. The people didn't decide that. It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. I don't know, for example, the fucking Patriot Act that Bush put in. Oh my, dude, oh my goodness. Oh my, bro, I hate semis. I fucking hate semis, dude. They just are so fucking slow. Oh my God, dude. But, okay. You shouldn't be doing this while you're driving. But, anyway, so yeah. You put people in positions about, it won't get any worse. They're just the president. They have restrictions, right? The divide of power. Of the three branches of government. Checks and balances. Well, how good is checks and balances if what they want doesn't affect them, right? It's okay if we want it, right? But we didn't ask everyone else, right? It's okay. It's okay to do these things because the other branches of government agreed. My other people who are in positions of power agreed on it. So suck it. That sums up what they do. Checks and balances, fucking bullshit. And then if you have another side that doesn't agree with what one side is doing, so we have to make sure that it's ratified by the Congress, that it's lawful. Okay, I won't get into lawful, but and so shit that needs to be done is going to be delayed by debate and disagreements and just bullshit, right? Well, if the majority of power doesn't agree with it, then we're not going to do it, even though it needs to be done. Even though the people want it. What is this fucking semi doing? Oh my God, dude. He's stuck behind a semi who can't decide what lane he wants to be in. Okay, are you going to be in that lane or am I going to get destroyed? I guess you're going to be in that lane. So, yeah. And so, man, democracy is just a fucking bullshit. Well, what do you want? It doesn't matter what I want. What I want is a government that does what needs to be done, regardless of what people that needs to be done. People who are not clouded by ideology. People who are not sellouts to other countries. People who are not going to siphon our wealth for war and teaching ideology to other countries. Have you seen the revealed millions of dollars or billions of dollars going to other countries, teaching them about trans people, teaching them about radical left stuff, right? People who are not going to do that. People who will agree on everything. People who are not going to be like, who are going to be arguing because they are stuck in their certain expired beliefs. Because let's admit, people, the Democrats and Republicans, the left and the right, believe in things that they're just not even relevant anymore. And I want people who will not abuse their power, right? Who say what they're going to do, they fucking do it. Who actually listen to what the people want and do it. And if he has not satisfied the public, then he will be gone. Not dead, out of power. And a new cabinet of power will be elected. Someone who is going to correct the mistakes of the last person. And I know you might say, well, things that might be done, but what about this? What about that? Things that need to be done. What does that mean? It means as what it means. If there is a homelessness crisis, if there is a job crisis, if there is something going on, you're going to fix it. We're not going to debate. We're going to do it. We're not going to be clouded by ideology. We're going to just do it. And we're going to do it morally. We're going to do it justifiably. If it means that people are not going to be negatively affected by it, we are going to do it. Okay? And if it means doing something that the majority is too stupid to even know, like, that we need to do it, we're gonna do it. Isn't that just what you were talking about? No, it's not, because the difference is people in power are doing things based on what their ideology tells them to do, what their ideology tells them to believe. What needs to happen is a power structure not clouded by ideology. We're going to look at this with an unbiased position. We're going to think of the most effective and necessary solution. And we're going to do it. And if you don't like it, then if it is affecting us, we will be gone. And someone else will correct our mistakes. Because we clearly didn't do it correctly. And that is how you create a civilized society. Creating morals, creating a law structure based on morals, not based on ideology. You enforce it by any means necessary. And if you are not doing a good enough job enforcing the moral code that keeps people civil, if you are not doing a good enough job making sure that the standard of living is good enough, if you are not ensuring the safety of people, you need to go. You need to go, because there needs to be a standard, okay? There needs to be a standard. Number one, what makes a safe society? What makes a civil society? What makes something moral? What makes the use of force justifiable? What makes justifiable force moral and justifiable? What does it mean to have a good economy? What does it mean to have a good leader? What does it mean to fail? What does it mean to keep immoral and degenerate people in line? Those are the kinds of questions that need to be asked. And there needs to be, I could go on about this. If people want a part 2 of this video, let me know and I'll expand on those questions, because I have answers. But that is the type of thing, and a transparent, moral government that knows what it means to have a moral code and how to enforce it justifiably. How to create a safe, prosperous society, and how to keep it that way, and how to make sure people that are not keeping it that way get out. And a power structure that is not going to be clouded by differentiating ideologies that can't agree on anything, and therefore can't get anything necessary done in the time frame where it needs to be done. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, dude, whatever. Should not have fucking pulled out if there was fucking traffic. Now you're blocking traffic and the other fucking lane has to let you go. Fucking douche. Idiot. And yeah, I am at an extent an authoritarian. Okay? I am. To an extent to where what needs to be done will get done regardless of what the fuck you want. And to clarify, what I mean by that is, if something that needs to be done, right? If there is a group of people infiltrating, causing harm to the rest of moral, civil society, and it's causing it not to be that way, it will be taken care of. I don't care about how much empathy. Well, we should maybe respect their opinion. We should see where. No. You are disrupting morality, or you want to undermine morality. You want to undermine the system that is keeping us profitable. You want to undermine the safety of society. You will be taken care of. No crowd big enough that is virtue signaling and wants to hear out the other side will do anything about it. So yeah, I don't think I need to go any deeper than that. I felt this way for a very long time. If democracy is so great, if it's so great, why are people so unhappy? It's because the people that are in charge. That's why. They suck. They're bought out. They sold themselves out. They've sold their souls. They are clouded by ideology, and they force their ideology on other people. They censor people who they don't like. They jail people who expose their secrets. Their evil secrets that are harming society that we should know about. They are immoral. They are greedy. They bomb other countries for, apparently it's for our safety, right? They give other people money. They take our money and give it to other countries, and they fund wars, and they do things we didn't fucking ask for. They do things with it we didn't ask for. They give it to people who don't deserve it, or they shove our belief systems down our throat. They brainwash people. They make people stupider, which makes them more controllable. And that makes people dumber. And that's why people are voting for assholes, dummies, supervillains, I should say. These people are supervillains. They control the culture, right? They form cultures that are good for them, right? Why do certain cultures do certain things? Why? It seems as if there was some kind of powerful influence that caused people to think certain ways and do certain things and like certain things and buy certain things. They control the economy. They manipulate the economy to help them, which in turn affects us. So that's why I hate democracy. I hate it. Goodbye. So I want to clarify something. Number one, when I am referring to enforcing things, whether you like it or not, the first thing I'm talking about is rules, and criminality and morality. If someone is breaking the law, if people want to do something that is breaking the law, that is immoral, that is degenerate, publicly, you're going to have consequences, right? If, hypothetically, if someone wants to vandalize something and they think that should be allowed, right? We should respect their opinions and their beliefs. Maybe there's another side to this. No, there's not another side to this. If you're breaking the law, it will be enforced with any means necessary that's not infringing negatively upon everyone else. And the second thing that I'm referring to is people with a different ideology that want to undermine society and the rules and standards that are keeping society safe, profitable, livable, and moral. We're not going to stand for that either. It will be put down. Whatever movement is started, you will be demolished. You will not, and I repeat, you will not undermine the safety and profitability of the society. And I'll add to that, if there's already a working standard as to what a leader should do, what a cabinet should do to make sure that things are running well, then it will not be undermined. If it is working, it's working. Okay? There's not going to be a left-wing or right-wing uprising. You're done. Thank you very much.